In the quiet corners of our modern existence, there's a silent pandemic sweeping through our lives, the addiction to scrolling. We're not just moving our fingers, we're numbing our souls, unknowingly diving into a sea of digital distraction that drowns out the voice of our true self. This endless scrolling is more than a habit. It's like a reality TV show of our unmet desires, unacknowledged fears, and the joys we forgot to express because, well, we were too busy scrolling. What if this thumb gymnastics could actually be a wild ride to self-discovery? Enter the stage, the thumb therapy. Imagine a world where every flick of your thumb brings you face to face with yourself. A magical land where each cat video and meme isn't just a distraction, but a deep, soulful message, like fortune cookies, but less crunchy. This is the promise of the thumb therapy, a technique that turns your social media feed into a funhouse mirror of personal growth and spiritual selfies. Let's first dive into our collective fear. What if we become so addicted to scrolling that we start living in a virtual bubble? Picture this, our minds forever lost in the cloud, mistaking emojis for real emotions and the like button for genuine human connection. Our minds forever trapped in the virtual world, forgetting the warmth of human touch, taking risks, the beauty of a sunset, or the real hero's journey that unfolds in the adventures and challenges of our own lives. This fear isn't just hypothetical. It's a looming reality for many. It's a path that leads to a disconnected, disenchanted life, devoid of true self-awareness and spiritual depth. But why should you care? Why invest your time in learning and practicing the thumb therapy? Because you're not just fighting a habit, you're reclaiming your life. You're taking a stand against the digital tide that threatens to sweep away the essence of your being. This technique is more than just a remedy for addiction. It's a gateway to understanding your deepest desires, fears, and joys. It's a tool for those exhausted by the superficiality of online existence, yearning for a meaningful connection with themselves. The thumb therapy begins with intention. As you scroll, each post becomes a question. What does this awaken in me? This isn't about judgment or criticism. It's about curiosity and openness. You start noticing patterns. Certain types of posts trigger specific emotions or thoughts. This awareness is the first step towards transformation. This is how you practice the thumb therapy. Start by observing your reactions to different posts. Does a travel photo stir a sense of longing? Does a friend's achievement awaken envy? These emotions are clues to your inner state. Then simply ask yourself, what is this seeking in me? What part of my soul is trying to speak through this endless quest? It is recommended that you keep a journal. Write about your feelings and thoughts as you scroll. This isn't just a diary, it's a map of your inner landscape, charted through your digital interactions. Use these insights for personal growth. If you feel envy, explore that. What does it say about your desires and aspirations? If you feel joy, delve into it. How can you bring more of that joy into your real life outside of swiping? For example, imagine you're scrolling through your social media feed and you find yourself drawn to a series of videos captured by dash cameras, showing car crashes and close calls on the road. At first glance, this might seem like morbid curiosity, but there's more to this intrigue when you apply the inquiry technique of, what is this seeking in me? What part of my soul is trying to speak through this endless quest? So what is the inquiry process of the thumb therapy? First, recognize your captivation with these videos. You might feel a mix of adrenaline, fear, and relief. Instead of simply moving on or feeling guilty about this interest, you pause and ask yourself the deeper questions. Second, you start to understand that this isn't just a superficial fascination. Perhaps these videos trigger a sense of vulnerability about life's unpredictability. Or they might be a stark reminder of the fine line between safety and danger in everyday life. Third, how do you understand the soul's message? This introspection might reveal a deeper awareness of your own mortality, or a subconscious processing of fear and relief. It could also be highlighting a need for caution and mindfulness in your own life, or an unacknowledged gratitude for safety and well-being. With this understanding, You can then reflect on how to address these feelings. Maybe it's about cultivating a greater appreciation for the present moment, or perhaps it's a call to be more mindful and cautious in your daily routines. It could also inspire you to cherish your relationships and life more deeply, knowing how fragile everything can be. In this way, a seemingly dark interest in dash camera footage and car crashes becomes a profound tool for self-discovery. It opens up avenues for exploring your feelings about life's uncertainties and your reactions to danger and safety. This process transforms a passive scrolling activity into an active engagement with your deeper emotions and thoughts, leading to insights about your perspective on life and mortality. Now, consider a second example. Suppose you find yourself repeatedly drawn to images of individuals with perfect bodies and beautiful faces while scrolling through your social media. These images, showcasing idealized physical forms, seem to captivate you, leading to a mix of admiration, inspiration, longing, and perhaps even a sense of inadequacy. The inquiry process, initial reaction. Acknowledge your fascination with these images. Instead of just admiring or feeling inadequate, pause to ask, what is this seeking in me? What part of my soul is trying to speak through this endless quest? Deepening the inquiry. As you reflect, you might realize that this obsession isn't merely about physical attractiveness. It could be reflecting a deeper yearning for acceptance, love, or validation. Perhaps it's tied to an internalized standard of beauty that you feel pressured to meet, or it could be a manifestation of a deeper insecurity about your own self-worth. Understanding the soul's message. This introspection might reveal a profound insight. Your soul might be seeking self-acceptance and love, not just from others, but from within. The perfect bodies and faces might symbolize a deeper desire for perfection in various aspects of your life, or a quest to be seen and acknowledged. Responding to the inquiry, with this understanding, you can begin to explore ways to cultivate self-love and acceptance. This might involve challenging societal norms of beauty, embracing your unique qualities, or redirecting your focus to inner qualities and achievements rather than just physical appearance. In this scenario, the continuous exposure to idealized images becomes a powerful mirror, reflecting deep-seated insecurities and desires. Instead of perpetuating feelings of inadequacy or longing, this inquiry process opens up a pathway to greater self-awareness and self-compassion. It transforms a potentially harmful obsession into an opportunity for personal growth and self-acceptance, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling relationship with yourself and your perception of beauty. As you get the hang of this whole mindful scrolling thing, something pretty wild starts happening. Your social media feed, once a digital jungle of cat videos and food pics, becomes a treasure trove of self-discovery. You begin to understand your reactions, not as random emotional responses, but as reflections of your deepest self. In the end, the mindful scrolling offers more than just a way to combat scrolling addiction. It offers a path to a more mindful, aware, and connected life. So next time you catch yourself lost in the hypnotic dance of scrolling, remember, every post, tweet, and like is like a mini adventure into the wilds of your own heart and soul. It's like being an explorer in the uncharted territory of your psyche, but with less danger and more Wi-Fi. Each scroll is a chance to ask, what fascinating corner of my soul will I discover today? In conclusion, keep on scrolling, my friends, but this time with a little less guilt and a lot more insight. Who knew your journey to becoming a Zen master could start with a double tap on a cat meme? As we journey together through the twists and turns of our digital lives, remember, every scroll, every post, every like is not just a fleeting moment. It's a chapter in the grand story of who you are and who you're becoming. But the journey doesn't have to end here. If today's exploration has sparked a curiosity in you, if you're feeling that tug in your heart to dive even deeper and truly transform your scrolling habit by shifting your current situation, I have something special for you. My book, The End of Your Story. It's for those who are ready to step out of settling and soar into their superhero selves. Within its pages, you'll find not just insights but an actionable template to shift your most persistent situation of your life. So flick your cape, dust off your superhero boots, and dive into the end of your story. Because let's face it, your inner superhero is probably tired of just watching videos.